By maintaining just 13 simple daily habits, you can keep your home consistently clean and tidy, and your life will become healthier, more peaceful, and happier. Have you ever wondered why some homes always seem so clean and pleasant regardless of the owner's age? The secret is not that they have more free time, nor is it because they have more energy. It is all about making smart, consistent choices every single day. A tidy living environment not only keeps the air fresh and reduces stress, but it also has a direct impact on both physical and mental health. It is truly amazing how a few simple habits can sustain a warm, peaceful, and energetically positive home every day. In today's video, I will reveal to you 13 simple yet incredibly effective habits that elderly people with the cleanest homes are practicing. These are not just ways to maintain a wonderful living space, but also powerful secrets that help prolong life and bring serenity to the soul. Before we dive in, take a moment to leave a positive affirmation in the comments below as a commitment to attract good things into your life. For example, you could write, "I choose to live in a clean and vibrant space," or any other heartfelt intention you may have. And do not forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel so you will not miss any meaningful content like this. Let's build a community of loving, energetic seniors together. So what exactly are these small but powerful habits? Let's get started right now. 1. Start the day by opening the windows to let in fresh air. One of the simplest yet most effective habits that elderly people with consistently clean homes practice every day is opening the windows first thing in the morning to welcome fresh air. After a long night, the indoor air often becomes stale and heavy, with accumulated dust, carbon dioxide, and humidity. Without regular air circulation, the living environment can easily turn into a breeding ground for bacteria and mold, increasing the risk of respiratory and cardiovascular diseases and greatly affecting overall mood. By opening the windows and letting sunlight and gentle breezes filled with the scent of greenery flood the space, seniors are not just refreshing their homes, they are also engaging in a natural, powerful act of mental self-care. Fresh air stimulates the brain to produce serotonin, the happiness hormone which improves mood, increases alertness, and reduces feelings of anxiety and depression. A cool morning breeze awakens the senses, fills the body with vitality, and feels like a surge of energy for the day ahead. Especially as we age, creating a healthy living environment becomes more essential than ever. A space constantly refreshed with clean air is an invisible but priceless gift that strengthens the immune system, improves sleep quality, and even slows down the natural aging process. 2. Always make the bed right after waking up. A small habit that creates a huge impact, and one that elderly people with clean homes maintain daily, is making the bed as soon as they get up. The bed is the centerpiece of the bedroom, and the bedroom is our sacred personal space where each day begins and ends. When the bed is neatly arranged, the entire room naturally feels tidier and cleaner, and your mind is set into a state of order and readiness. Making the bed right after waking brings about a very special psychological effect, the feeling of accomplishment. By performing a disciplined action first thing in the morning, you are sending yourself a powerful message. I am in control of my life. I am ready for a new day. You will be amazed to see how such a small act can spark positive momentum for everything else that follows. For seniors, this habit is even more valuable. As time and energy diminish with age, maintaining intentional actions like making the bed helps keep the mind clear and the spirit sharp, while reinforcing the comforting feeling that life is still within one's grasp. Every time you straighten the sheets and fluff the pillows, you are gently reminding yourself, I am still capable of taking care of myself and loving myself. 3. Manage paperwork and mail immediately. Paper clutter has a very sneaky way of overwhelming us. A stack of paperwork left on the table, a pile of unread mail on the kitchen counter. All these things silently whisper, you have unfinished business. Over time, these small piles not only take up physical space, but also occupy mental space, leaving seniors feeling chaotic, out of control. and stressed without even realizing why. That is why handling paperwork as soon as it appears brings tremendous benefits. Keeping the house tidy, and more importantly, keeping the mind light and clear. The secret of elderly people with organized homes is extremely simple. Every time they receive mail, they make an immediate decision. If it is important, they store it properly. If not, they discard it right away. No hesitation, no procrastination. This quick action prevents clutter from slowly building up over time. Moreover, managing paperwork daily also minimizes financial and health risks. It means no missed bills, no forgotten appointments, and no lost medical documents, all small details that contribute to a peaceful and proactive retirement life. 4. Keep up with laundry every day. Dirty clothes, if not dealt with promptly, can quickly pile up into large, unsightly heaps, creating a musty, damp environment that smells unpleasant and harbors bacteria. This is especially dangerous for seniors whose immune systems are no longer as strong as before. Doing a small load of laundry each day not only helps manage the workload, making house chores feel lighter, but also establishes a steady rhythm of neatness and order. Instead of saving it all for the weekend, when it becomes a daunting and time-consuming task, spending just 10 to 15 minutes a day takes care of everything smoothly and effortlessly. Additionally, maintaining this habit has a very positive psychological effect. Seeing freshly cleaned, fragrant clothes brings a small but meaningful sense of accomplishment, which lifts the mood and motivates other activities throughout the day. For seniors, these small daily joys are incredibly important to maintain an optimistic and lively spirit. 5. Wipe down frequently used surfaces. Areas like the kitchen countertop, bathroom sink, and coffee table in the living room are surfaces that we use multiple times a day, and they quickly accumulate dust, water spots, grease, or even bacteria. If not cleaned regularly, these small stains become noticeable within just a few days, making the space look old, messy, and lose its original brightness. That is why spending just a few minutes each day wiping down these surfaces makes a huge difference. Keeping surfaces sparkling clean not only enhances the beauty of the home, but also creates an impression of meticulous care and order. When you walk into a kitchen and see a spotless countertop, or sit in the living room and see a dust-free coffee table, your spirit naturally feels lighter and more relaxed. Furthermore, wiping surfaces daily is an effective way to prevent bacteria buildup, creating a healthier living environment. This is particularly important for seniors whose immune systems become more sensitive over time. 6. Do not leave dirty dishes overnight. You might not always notice it, but a sink full of dirty dishes is not just an unpleasant sight. It subtly creates a feeling of stagnation and mental clutter. Is there anything worse than waking up in the morning only to be greeted by the leftover mess from the night before? On the other hand, a clean sink in the morning feels like a gentle and soothing greeting for the soul. When you wake up, step into the kitchen and see everything tidy and shining, you naturally feel more relaxed, in control, and filled with positive energy. The habit of never leaving dirty dishes overnight carries an even deeper meaning. It reflects self-discipline, a form of positive control that fights feelings of helplessness and aging while helping to keep the mind sharp and alert. Every small act of tidiness sends a silent affirmation to yourself. I am still in control of my life. Washing the dishes immediately after a meal also prevents the growth of bacteria, bad odors, and the attraction of insects, all of which can have a direct impact on health, especially in a senior living environment. 7. Sweep or vacuum the floor quickly every day. You might think that a few scattered breadcrumbs, a little dust, or a few strands of pet hair quietly settling on the floor each day is no big deal. However, over time, these tiny things accumulate, making the floor dirty, the space uncomfortable, and even posing risks for allergies and respiratory issues, especially for seniors whose immune systems have weakened. Sweeping or vacuuming for just 5 to 10 minutes a day creates a huge impact. A clean, debris-free floor immediately brightens up the entire house and makes it feel much more pleasant. Beyond cleanliness, sweeping the floor is a wonderful form of light. Physical activity for elderly people. The act of moving a broom or pushing a vacuum cleaner around the house stimulates blood circulation, helps maintain flexibility, and keeps the body agile without being too strenuous. It also reinforces a sense of proactiveness, reminding you that you are actively caring for your home a little bit each day. A smart tip that wise seniors follow is to break down the cleaning area each day. There is no need to sweep the whole house at once. Just sweep the living room today, the kitchen tomorrow, and the hallway the next day. By rotating areas regularly, the home stays consistently clean without feeling overwhelming or exhausting. 8. Do a small tidy up before going to bed. One of the simple yet highly valuable habits that seniors with clean homes practice consistently is spending 5 to 10 minutes each night doing a quick reset of their living space before going to sleep. It might sound like a small thing, but this gentle evening cleanup has a huge effect. It acts like a graceful ritual that closes out the busyness of the day and prepares the way for a fresh, peaceful morning. Just a few small actions: putting away newspapers, folding the blanket on the sofa, washing any leftover cups in the sink, arranging the television remote. Neatly, none of these tasks are heavy or time-consuming, but they effectively prevent clutter from accumulating. Without this habit, disorganization can quickly escalate after just a few days of neglect. For seniors, doing a light tidying before bed not only helps maintain a clean home, but also brings deep inner peace. When the surroundings are orderly, the mind naturally relaxes, making it much easier to fall asleep and enjoy deeper, more restorative rest. A tidy space keeps the mind from getting tangled up with unfinished chores, allowing you to wake up the next morning in a fresh, airy, and refreshing atmosphere. 9. Clean, frequently touched surfaces. When it comes to keeping the home clean and safe, wise individuals do not just focus on large areas like the floors or the kitchen. They pay special attention to frequently touched spots, the places our hands touch every day, such as door handles, television remotes, phones, light switches, and tabletops. At first glance, these small areas might seem insignificant, but because they are touched so often, they easily accumulate bacteria and dirt, becoming silent transmitters of disease. For seniors whose immune systems are no longer as strong as they once were, preventing the spread of germs from these tiny details is more important than ever. A simple habit like wiping down frequently touched surfaces daily with a damp cloth or a disinfectant solution greatly reduces the risk of spreading viruses and bacteria inside the home. This practice not only keeps the living environment clean, but also serves as a powerful preventive measure to protect the health of yourself and your loved ones. Just spending a few minutes each day wiping down the areas you often touch with a disinfectant cloth or a gentle cleaning solution can create a healthier environment, limiting many hidden risks that the naked eye cannot see. Additionally, cleaning frequently touched surfaces provides a strong psychological benefit. It gives you a feeling of proactiveness, control, and safety. In a world where we cannot control everything, being able to maintain a clean and healthy home creates a deep sense of peace and confidence each day. 10. Keep cleaning tools easily accessible where needed. A small basket containing cleaning cloths, a disinfectant spray, and a mini broom in the kitchen, a simple set of cleaning supplies in the bathroom, or a handheld vacuum cleaner in the living room with tools at the ready. Any small mess, a fallen crumb, or a water stain can be dealt with instantly, almost like a natural reflex. When cleaning tasks are simplified, they no longer feel like burdens. Instead, they become a light and easy part of daily life. There is no need to rummage around or waste time searching for cleaning tools every time you want to tidy up a small spot. Just reach out, clean it up quickly, and go on with your activities. This readiness makes it easier to maintain a clean home without needing exhausting deep cleaning sessions. For seniors whose strength and flexibility may have decreased, this convenience is more necessary than ever. 11. Always follow the clean as you go rule. The power of this simple rule is tremendous. Whenever they take out a book, wear a coat, or put on a pair of shoes, they immediately return the item to its place right after use, instead of leaving it around and saying, "I will tidy up later," or "when I have time." This small act of discipline prevents the domino effect, where one out-of-place item leads to a cascade of clutter. A pair of shoes left in the living room, a coat thrown over a chair, and a book left on the table. It does not take long before the whole house looks messy and lifeless. On the other hand, cleaning up each item immediately after use not only keeps the space tidy, but also creates an orderly, fresh environment. When everything is in its proper place, the mind naturally feels clearer, more in control, and more at ease. 12. Apply the one-touch rule. This rule is very simple, but deeply impactful. Anything you pick up must be dealt with and put back in its proper place immediately, no second chances. If you take a book to read, you put it back on the shelf right after finishing. If you take off your coat, you hang it up immediately. If you open the mail, you decide right away whether to keep it or discard it, instead of letting it pile up on the table. The one-touch principle also saves a lot of time and energy. Instead of returning to handle the same item multiple times a day, you deal with it firmly once and it is done. This lightens the mental load, freeing your mind from the burden of unfinished tasks. For seniors, when protecting health and mental well-being is a top priority, this rule becomes even more valuable. It helps maintain neatness and order without much effort. And most importantly, it preserves the crucial feeling of control, an essential factor for living a joyful and healthy life in later years. 13. Take time to enjoy the fruits of your labor. One of the biggest differences between seniors who have clean homes and those who struggle is not just in how often they clean, but also in their ability to pause and appreciate the results of their hard work. Cleaning is not just a responsibility or a chore, it is an act of self-care, and more importantly, they do not miss the chance to enjoy the tidy, beautiful space they have created with their own hands. After cleaning, they might brew a hot cup of tea, open the windows to welcome the fresh breeze, play a gentle piece of music, and simply sit down to savor the peaceful moment. They allow their souls to soak in the lightness of a clean, bright space, filled with positive energy. Taking time to feel the joy of a neat home is an invaluable reward that no one else can give you. Only you can gift it to yourself. It nurtures gratitude, satisfaction, and a deep appreciation for the simple things in everyday life. As you can see, a clean, organized home is not the result of massive cleaning sessions, but rather the accumulation of small, consistent habits practiced each day. From making the bed in the morning to wiping down surfaces regularly and applying the one-touch rule, each of these simple actions holds the power to transform both your living space and your spirit. For seniors, a clean living environment does more than just please the eyes. It is a priceless remedy for the soul. It keeps the mind sharp, the heart peaceful, and fills each day with positive, vibrant energy. Remember, every small action you take today builds up to a life of order, serenity, and greater happiness in the future. Before we wrap up, leave a positive affirmation in the comments below as a commitment to your new life. For example, I choose to live in a clean, loving space, or any heartfelt wish you may have. Do not forget to like the video, share it if you find it helpful, and subscribe to the channel so you will not miss any valuable upcoming content about health, spirit, and living a fulfilling life in your golden years. Let's create a vibrant, positive community together, where our later years are not just about living, but about truly shining and thriving. See you in the next video.